Yes, yes, yes. And we don't stop. Back again. Happy birthday to me. Birthday was a couple days ago. 27. Thank you, God. 27. I never like even imagined what 27 would be. I never even like I could have never seen 27. What's up, bro? Brother, they just made 2 minutes songs. What's up, dog? But yeah, I never knew what I never even knew what 27 would actually feel like. I don't know. Chris in the chat saying wait till 37. I don't know. Spencer's giving me the laughing emojis because I was just hitting him on the on the text. Oh man, but yeah, blessed to definitely blessed to see 27, and like I said, it's still first quarter, it's still early. Still want to stay focused, still have a lot of things that I'm looking to do, looking to execute on, and it's just like it's still early. So Spencer's making this too funny for me. But yeah, I'm about to pop off with one thing. Spencer actually just texted me. I'll give you that. Success is owned. Success is not owned. It's rented, and rent is due every day. Right? So that one literally made me hop on this, and I was just like, okay, I got stuff to talk about. Because I think that theory is so true. Like I think that's so life and everything, right? It's like that body you want, you can't own it, but you could rent it, and rent's due every day. You know what I mean? Like that whatever it is that you're going for, it's just like success. Like you don't stay at the top. Like it's not permanent. You know what I mean? You got to put in that work every single day. Every day. Bro, light years ahead of yourself. Bro, appreciate you, bro. I'm just trying to be the best Chris I could be. But yeah, it's a every single day thing. Like it's just that's why like I said, it's still 27. I feel like it's still early. I feel like it's still you don't get satisfied I don't get high, I don't get low. Like I try to just exist, and it's just like, because it's just like, you know that you got to humble yourself every day and put in that work every day. Like that part of it never ever stops. You know what I mean? So that was one thing that really stuck out to me. Another thing that I was going through that I kind of got out of it is the fact that I was so hot. Oh man. Another thing that I got out of we got a request. Hold on, let me try to switch this up. And let's see. Hold on, guys. For y'all that's I'm inviting somebody into the chat right now.
Yo.
It's the guy Spence Cortez.
What's
My
good?
guy. What's up, bro?
Chilling, man.
Yeah.
I'm chilling. What's good with you?
How's life, bro? What's the concept? What's the word? I know you sent me that good success is owned. What do you think of that? Success is not owned, it's rented, and rent is due every day. What are your thoughts on that, bro?
To me, it just makes me think of like, how hard are you working?
Mm-hmm.
Are you taking days off? Like with what you want to do, are you only working at it once a month, once a week, once every 2 weeks? Like if you're doing that and you're not working every day, then you're not going to be successful, period. It's
Right.
it's not going to be given to you. You really have to earn it every single day.
Yeah. And it's just like, even earning it every day, it's just like, just because you earned it yesterday don't mean that it's there for you tomorrow. I think that's the most humbling thing about it, right? It's just like, just because you did everything right the day prior, what have you done for me lately? Just like in the car business, we always say that. How many cars have you sold for me this month, right? So it's just
Exactly.
like, I think that's huge though. Share with the people, where do you think, where you at in life right now? What do you like? Are you happy? I start with that. That's my favorite question. Are you happy?
Nah, I don't think I'm happy. I don't think I'm satisfied with, things that I'm doing either. Like, um, there's always room to improve. And sometimes when get real with yourself and really look inside, um, you just gotta be able to say, hey, I'm not doing as much as I can. So it's just motivating me to keep pushing more. I do the little diamond sales on the side and stuff, and it's just been more motivation to keep going. And we talk all the time about stuff like that. You
Hmm.
just got to keep pushing, keep moving, try and stay relevant. So that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, man. I think that's the huge part. I think awareness at all times. As long as I think that's more than half the battle, right? Like actually being able to look at yourself objectively and being like, okay, am I where I want to be? Okay, if I'm not, what do I have to do to move, or what do I have to do to change, or whatever the case may be? Like navigating that, I think that becomes uh, very, very important. But I'm gonna finish these topics here, bro. I'll probably shoot you a call after. Thanks for hopping on. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Keep it up. Holla at
All
me.
right. All right, dog. All right. So yeah, I think what he said was very very, very important, and that the next thing I wanted to kind of go on a little bit is the fact that the people that are on top are not the best, right? The people that are on top are not the best. They're just the most disciplined, right? It's discipline. It's discipline. Like I'll share this story. It was just like I was playing ball the other day, and I was playing with like these high schoolers and everything. They had all the energy and everything. These dudes, they were nice. A couple of them out there on the court, they was nicer than me. I wasn't the best person on the court. And hey, how are you? And what stuck out to me is the fact that the nicest person, the person that should have won the game, didn't, because he was lazy. Just put it that way. Make a long story short, he was lazy, right? He beat himself. He knocked himself out of the game, right? And it's just like I persevered tirely, but persevered through the end, and it was just like it hit me. I was just like, wow, like the best people aren't at the top. Like it's not the best. Like they always say, like the best players aren't in the NBA. That's facts. They didn't have the discipline to, right? It's just like the people on top are not the best. They're just the most disciplined. That's why it's times where it's like you see somebody in a position, you're like, yo, I know I could do better than. Appreciate it. They're like, I know I can do better than. I know I could do better than them. I know I could do a better job than them. And it's because, like I said, it's the people that are winning are not the people that are. They're just the people that are more disciplined. It's so simple in that sense. Like that was so eye opening for me when it really resonated with me. Because I'm just like, it's like the people that'll execute, the people that are not worried about trying to go 150% or going 150%, but understanding like perfection is the biggest killer of creativity, right? So it's just like you're there trying to go 110%, but not understanding that your 75% is 150% to somebody else, right? High school dropout, bro. I get it, bro. I barely made it through. I barely made it through. Like I want to see my report card. Like I barely made it through. But it's just like the people that are there. And then it's funny. Chris said that high school dropout. Talking about the car business, I see it. Like I remember being in the business and being like, I always used to be like, I always would think like, what do I have in common with these people? Like, I'm like, we're all here for a reason. It's just like, what do I have in common with these people? Because I'm a firm believer of like people, you associate with the people that you're alike, right? So it's just like I always try to figure that out. And I was just like, we're like super creative in our own ways. I used to think that was so crazy. I was like, we're super creative in our own ways, and none of us were like grade A students. Like none of us. Like I could have guaranteed that. If one of those guys told me like, oh no, they were, I wouldn't believe it. Like none of us were like grade A students. I realized like, I was like, we're super creative in what we do, and in the format of school, we probably didn't shine, but like given to real world to figure it out, we excelled. And it's just like I always used to find that so that was so crazy to me, how it's just like the people that you don't think are the ones, and it's just like to see how they find a way and use their creativity to figure it out. That was always like super dope to me when I realized that. I was just like, it's the creative. I feel like all of us, especially in that business, I feel like there's so many creative people in that and everything like that. But yeah, so the people on the top are not the best. They're the most disciplined. So it's just like honing in and figuring out how to become more disciplined and doing the small things, doing the little things. Those are so important because the little things build up to the bigger things. Yo, what's good, Dave? I just seen him too. The bigger the little things build up to the bigger things, man. It's just like every time I feel myself like getting off track, like because I try to schedule my day out and every time I feel myself getting off track, I realize it's like I skipped the little things. Like I started just trying to get to what I thought mattered, but it's just like the little things. Those are the little momentum builders that get you, and it's just them building blocks that help you keep going. In the chat, my dude Delight said, we want results, but some don't want to work because it's mindset to increase. Yeah, no, that's very true. And then Spencer, Mr. Versatile, in the chat says each step gets you closer to the mountaintop. That's right. It's just like and that's what we forget. I feel like a lot of times we forget that it really is step by step. Like it really is. It's like you can't skip it. You can't skip it. And speaking of getting to the mountaintop, this is kind of random, but I was listening to the We Break Silence show, and Cash, they were talking about NFL players and how NFL players, he was talking about how like they can't, why do they blow their opportunities? Like why don't they make the right decisions? Like they keep, like these players keep dropping the ball on different things and everything. Folders, bro. I don't get that, bro. You got to explain that. These players keep dropping the ball, and I was telling S, I was like, I was listening to that, and what I wanted to say to that was that it's because their character won't allow them to stay there, right? Just because you get handed $1 million, $2 million, $10 million, if you're not built for that, you're not built for that. You will screw that up every single time, right? It's just like, just because you run into it or you come into that opportunity, it don't mean you don't automatically change. You still are who you are, right? So it's just like, don't wait for $1 million to change you and to make you disciplined, because you're still going to be the person you were, right? Jay-Z, you are who you were who you were before you got here. Like, don't try to, it's not going to think. So I'm looking at these players and I'm just like, it's not their fault. That's who they are. Like, that's in their character. Like they weren't built for it. Just because, like I said, just because they'd be like, don't mess up the money, don't such and such. If you're not built for it, you're not built for it. Sold. Folder sold. This guy. If you're not built for it, though, you're not built for it. Like, and that leads me right into my next thing. Money doesn't change you. It reveals who you are when you don't have to be nice. That's just facts. Like, money does not, it don't change you at all. All it does is reveal who you are. You don't have to be nice anymore, and it just shows who you are. People always just like, I'm not gonna change. Okay. Well, it's like it'll it's the quickest revealer. It's just like it'll quickly reveal who you are. So that's why I'm so about doing the things now, doing the little things now, having it embedded in your character now, so you are that person, right? So it's just like whatever your opportunity is, whatever success is to you, whatever that might be, it's just like you're not trying to become something when your opportunity is there. If you're trying to get ready when your opportunity is there, you're already too late. You're too late. Like, you're way too late. If you're trying to get ready when the opportunity presents itself, you already missed it. You already missed it. You've got to be doing the work. When you look at the successful people, it's just like they were doing the work before that opportunity came, and that's what made them ready for it. They weren't trying to figure out the opportunity, right? Facebook was Facebook, and then all the apps started becoming popular to create apps, and people that were trying to create apps at that time to become rich because it was a gold mine, you're too late, right? Facebook wasn't Mark's first app. That's what people don't understand. Right? Windows wasn't the first program that Bill Gates coded. Like, that's what people don't understand. Like, they were already in their process. They were already in their groove. So it's just like you've got to be doing the little things along the way. You've got to be doing the little things along the way that'll keep you where you want to be. Right? That's so important. And then I think the last thing I want to wrap up with is, no, I didn't say Alexa. Alexa, stop. The last thing I want to wrap up with is, if you don't make mistakes, you're not working on something big enough. And that's a mistake. Right? If everything is rosy and it's no challenges and it's just smooth sailing, you're not thinking big enough. One of the biggest things that actually scares me and still scares me is actually achieving what I want to achieve. And it scares me because sometimes I think, I feel like if I achieve everything that I wanted to achieve, I feel like I would have thought too small, to tell you the truth. I feel like I would have thought too small. If I achieve every single thing that I actually want to do, I feel like I set the bar too low. If I actually pull it off, I'm going to feel like there was so much more. That's one of my greatest fears, is actually, which is going to sound crazy because it's like you want to achieve it. Don't get me wrong, I want to, but I'm just like, if I actually do everything that I want to do, I'm going to feel like, did I really push myself? How hard did I really try? Like, did I set it too low? Like, that would suck. Like, that to me, this is going to sound crazy, but that to me is synonymous with failure. Like, I don't know. I'm different. I am the type of person that constantly wants to push myself further and further and further. And it's just like, because I realize that the journey is success, right? Learning what you learn along the way, that is success. So it's just like, I'm constantly, I get bored of things quick. So I'm constantly, if I feel like I stopped growing, that's like the worst position for me. Like, to feel like I've stopped growing, because I then feel stagnant and I just lose interest. I feel like I've got to constantly be growing. I want to constantly be, I don't know, getting better. I think that's the journey. That's the fun part. That's success, is the growth, who you have to become. All right. But so that's all for this episode here. You could catch these crazy good talks on iTunes Podcasts, SoundCloud Podcasts. And yeah, until next time.